Her text hit like a punch to the gut. Don't freak out, I lost your laptop. My ex borrowed it for. The message cut off, incomplete. A jagged cliffhanger glowing on my phone screen in the dim light of our apartment. My pulse thundered, palms slick as I gripped the device, staring at the ellipsis that seemed to pulse with secrets. The living room, cluttered with our shared life, her sketchbooks, my vinyl records, the half-dead fernweed named Fred, felt suddenly foreign, like a stage set for someone else's story. I typed a reply, deleted it, typed again. What the hell, Lena? Your ex? My thumb hovered over send, but I didn't press it. Not yet. The clock on the wall ticked too loudly, each second a hammer against my skull. Lena wasn't home. She'd said she was grabbing drinks with coworkers, a late-night thing at that dive bar with the sticky floors and neon signs. I'd believed her because I always did. Her laugh, her quick wit, the way she'd curl into me on the couch, it made doubt feel like betrayal. But now her text burned behind my eyes, and the apartment's warmth turned stifling, the air thick with the scent of her lavender candle, and my own rising panic. I paced to the kitchen, the linoleum cold under my bare feet. The fridge hummed, indifferent. I opened it, stared at the half-empty beer bottles and her kombucha, then slammed it shut. My laptop. Not just a machine but a vault. My freelance coding projects, client contracts, years of photos. Lena knew that. She'd seen me hunched over it at 3 a.m., cursing deadlines. Why would she let her ex, of all people, touch it? Jason. His name slithered into my mind unbidden, conjuring his smug grin. The way he'd lingered at her art show last month, his hand brushing her arm as he admired her work. I checked my phone again. No follow-up text. No call. Just that cursed ellipsis, taunting me. I sank onto the couch, the worn fabric scratching my thighs through my jeans. My mind spun, weaving excuses. Maybe Jason needed it for something innocent. A job application, a quick fix. Lena was careless sometimes, sure, but not reckless. Not cruel. Yet the word ex gnawed at me, a splinter under my skin. She'd mentioned him casually over the years. High school sweethearts, a messy breakup, nothing to worry about. But last week, I'd caught her staring at her phone, a faint smile flickering before she locked the screen. I'd asked who it was. Just a friend, she'd said too quickly. The apartment door rattled, and my heart lurched. Lena stepped in, her auburn hair damp from the autumn drizzle, her cheeks flushed from the cold, or something else. She froze when she saw me. Phone still clutched in my hand. Hey, you're up, she said, her voice bright but brittle, like glass about to crack. She kicked off her boots, the thud echoing in the quiet. Long night. Bar was packed. I held up my phone, the screen's glow casting shadows across her face. Your text, I said, my voice low, unsteady. Care to finish it? Her eyes widened, just a fraction, but enough to make my stomach twist. Oh shit. That scent. She laughed, a nervous trill, and crossed to the kitchen, busying herself with a glass of water. It's nothing, Nate. I was gonna explain when I got home. Explain now. My words came out sharper than I meant, slicing through the air. She flinched, her fingers tightening around the glass. The faucet dripped, a slow, maddening rhythm. Okay, look. She set the glass down, leaning against the counter. Her green eyes met mine, but they darted away too fast. Jason needed a laptop for some video editing thing. His broke and I was nearby, so I let him borrow yours. I didn't think it'd be a big deal. A big deal? My voice rose, heat creeping up my neck. You gave my laptop, my work, to your ex without asking me? And then you lost it. I didn't lose it, she snapped, then softened, stepping closer. I mean, I know where it is. He's got it at his place. I'll get it back tomorrow, I swear. His place. The words tasted like ash. I stood, the room tilting slightly. Why the hell is my laptop at Jason's apartment, Lena? Why are you even talking to him? She crossed her arms, defensive, her sweater slipping off one shoulder. He's just a friend now, Nate. We've been over this. You don't get to act like I'm sneaking around because I helped someone out. Helped him out. I echoed, my voice hollow. The memory of her at that art show flashed again. Jason's hand on her arm, her laugh too bright, too familiar. I'd brushed it off, told myself I was paranoid. But now, standing in our kitchen, the air felt charged, like the moment before a storm breaks. What was the text supposed to say? My ex borrowed it for what? She hesitated, her lips parting, then closing. The silence stretched, heavy, suffocating. For a project, she said finally, but her voice wavered, and she wouldn't meet my eyes. Some video thing he's working on. I don't know. I didn't ask for details. You didn't ask. I laughed, bitter, the sound scraping my throat. You handed over my livelihood to a guy you used to sleep with, and you didn't ask what he needed it for? Jesus, Nate, don't make this something it's not. Her voice cracked, tears welling, but I couldn't tell if they were from guilt or frustration. You're acting like I cheated or something. It's a laptop, not a love letter. Then why didn't you finish the text? I stepped closer, my shadow falling over her. Why does it feel like you're hiding something? She turned away, her shoulders trembling. The faucet kept dripping, each plink a countdown. I'm not hiding anything, she whispered, but the words felt rehearsed, fragile. I didn't want you to overreact. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. Her scent, lavender and rain, filled my lungs, reminding me of nights tangled in bed, her whispering dreams of art galleries and adventure. But the doubt was a blade, cutting deeper with every vague answer. I grabbed my jacket from the couch. I'm going to Jason's. Tell me where he lives. Nate, no. She grabbed my arm, her grip desperate. It's late. You're upset. Let me handle it tomorrow. Handle it? I pulled free, my voice shaking. Like you handled giving him my laptop? I'm done waiting for your explanations, Lena. Her face crumpled, but she didn't stop me as I stormed out. The stairwell smelled of damp concrete. The city's pulse loud beyond the building's walls. Car horns, distant laughter, the hum of betrayal in my veins. Jason's address was one she'd mentioned in passing, a loft downtown. I didn't know what I'd find there, but I couldn't stay in that apartment, choking on half-truths. The loft's buzzer echoed in the empty street. Jason answered, his voice tinny through the intercom. It's Nate. I want my laptop. A pause. Too long. Sure. Come up. His apartment reeked of weed and stale coffee. My laptop sat on a cluttered table, open, a video editing program frozen on the screen. But it wasn't the project that stopped me cold, it was the thumbnail. A still of Lena, laughing, her hair spilling over a pillow, her eyes locked on someone off camera. Not me. Jason shifted, scratching his neck. Look, man, it's not what you think. Don't. I cut him off, my voice a growl. I grabbed the laptop, my hands shaking so hard I nearly dropped it. The thumbnail burned into my mind, a truth I couldn't unsee. Lena hadn't just lent him my laptop. She'd let him back into her life, her heart, her bed. Back at the apartment, Lena was gone. Her sketchbook lay open on the couch, a drawing of two hands entwined, hers and Jason's, unmistakable from the tattoo on his wrist. A note beside it in her hurried scrawl. I'm sorry, Nate. I didn't know how to tell you. The room spun, the fern's wilting leaves blurring as tears stung my eyes. Love, trust, our life together. It shattered not with a scream, but with the quiet weight of a single, unfinished text.